So, I asked Dov this morning how I should introduce him, because he's got a bio about yay long, has done a lot. He was an underground producer before he became an artist.
Underground filmmaker.
Underground filmmaker, I stand corrected. Anyhow, he said to please keep it simple. We've had the pleasure of their company for about a week. We are very pleased and proud. So without further ado, Mr. Dov Lederberg.
Thank you, Barbara, and thank you all the people who are working to make this event possible. This is my first time I've been in Chicago. I've been in exhibitions in the Northeast and the Middle Atlantic coast in California, but somehow Chicago was not on my my GPS, as it were. I'm very impressed by two of them together. I've been very impressed by what I've seen of the cultural intensity and activity in this city, and I hope to see more in the time that I'm going to be here. I'm very happy also to participate in this event that is going to help Barbara and other people suffering from these maladies and all mankind. And I see it, as it's been written, an extension of the work of my brother, who is a noted scientist, Nobel Prize winner, Joshua Lederberg, who opened up the field of microbial genetics in 1958. And surely if he were alive today, he would be very happy about this event and how it's supporting basic research and on the frontiers of science, which he was always himself personally involved. Even in his last days, at the age of 85, when he was the head of the Rockefeller Institute, he would go, he didn't have to, would spend 10, 12 hours in the laboratory for his quest of truth. Possibly because...
Can you come speak in the
All
middle
right.
of their head? They're having a difficult time.
Possibly because of the background, I also, my other brother, Simo Lederberg, who was also an important scientist in his own right, the head of the biology department at Brown University. I grew up in an atmosphere conducive to, they also tried to plan my career. I was originally going to go into pre-med and also become a biologist. At one point or other, I got to the conclusion that my way is in the arts. And I went through various stages, including underground filmmaking in the 60s in Lower East Side, and then being a director of filmmaking in Israeli television. And only about 22 years ago, I came into the plastic arts. My basic idea of what art should be is something that is expanded consciousness. As you see a work, unfortunately, a lot of the works we see today are either decoration or they're a joke or some kind of joke on themselves. And sometimes you think the curators who write volumes of ideas of what's behind it is like the emperor is naked. I'm trying to create work that people will see it and see it again and again and relate to it and see forms, emerging forms that appear to them, and it becomes like a new experience each time. If it doesn't do that, then the work, from my point of view, I would probably rip it up or something, because I feel the work has to have that dimension of expanded consciousness. And in a sense, it's inspired, I'm working in the arts and by ideas from science, at least ideas like fractals, and I love the pictures of the Hubble telescope, but also where the microscopic images of brain connections and so on. There's a whole beautiful world of the macro and the micro, And in general, my basic idea is, and you can think of it as a meditational exercise, that it's amazing how the galaxies and the macro become like the micro of the synopsis of the brain. And we can perhaps think of ourselves and the world and the universe itself as the brain, the godly brain, containing all of us and containing all the dimensions. And we're trying to connect to each other. Each synapse is trying to connect to another synapse. And the basic idea of what we call should be the religious experience is we're expanding ourselves in order to reach out, not just to be living in your own little igloo, but know that the world is interconnecting. It's a lot of physics today is talking about tangling, the effects of subatomic particles, which is the frontier of science, is in a sense of tangling process. So I see my work also tangling people, involving people, and I'm also happy to see their reactions. They teach me sometimes what's in the painting, because I don't own the title on the painting. I sometimes don't even hesitate to sign the painting because most of the time I feel I'm receiving it from above. And my hand dances, or as Clay calls it, taking a line out for a walk. I don't know what's going to happen until it happens. And then I sometimes think of a title, but other people can imagine other things as well. So I hope you enjoy the work, and I'm very proud that this can be part of the foundation's efforts to also increase the health and welfare of the world, and also in memory of my brother, who certainly would have been happy if he would have been here to see what was being done. So thank you very much.
Jessica, Olga?